Well, I have a question here that says, how do you learn about the breed you are showing?
Okay, well, if you like, say for instance, you have a pointer, you can go on to the akc.org website and, type in pointer, and that will take you to the page, and that should have a link to the Pointer Club National website. So for instance, it's called the American Pointer Club. So if you click onto that, it will give you the history of the breed, resources to read, possibly breeders in your area. A lot of times you'll see handlers specializing in certain breeds. Like for instance, I don't show Afghans, but I do show a number of pointers. So that's kind of what I consider a specialty breed for me. And you'll see usually the same person have a pointer special over the years. And those are really the people you want to talk to. The people you see in there with the same breed, week after week after week.
And it is a great idea as well for kids to be getting involved with breeders, because breeders have many dogs for you to be able to practice with, and it ends up benefiting the breeders and the kids, because they can really get a lot of different dogs to work with.
And that's what Nancy Fisk used to do with me with the Akitas. She'd be like, all right, this one needs to go to the show. And I'd drag it around the dog show, working with it, teaching it to go on the table, go on the crate, go potty on the leash, bring it into the hotel room, make it behave in the hotel room. And so absolutely, if you can find a good mentor breeder, guys, go for it. And I hope you can find a good one, because there are really good ones out there.
Yeah, and it's really important to whatever breed you're showing to understand breed structure.
Yep.
It's something that that I don't see a lot of kids learning anymore. And I know when you and I were juniors, at least when I was a junior, the judges could ask us questions, and we needed to know every single bit of the anatomy on a dog. And that's something that the kids that you're just learning, that'd be a great thing for you to be researching and learning, is what is a dog's stifle? What is the occiput? What is forechest? What is layback of shoulder? Because when you become an excellent handler, you really need to know that anatomy, and you need to understand what the faults are of your dog and what its virtues are, and how to really show those things off. So you really need to understand your breed, the purpose. I think as Tuni said, going and reading your AKC breed standard and really understanding it. And if you don't understand certain sections of it, talk about it with someone. I've been in Dobermans my entire life. And I used to, every year, driving out to the Doberman National, I would have a discussion in the motorhome, whether it was my husband at the time or my mom or my dad, and we go over the standard again and again and again, because we would maybe be interpreting a little bit differently. So it's really important to understand your standard. And, again, having this time, this would be a great opportunity for just studying anatomy and standards.
And what dogs are bred to do. I've been showing a pointer, like in, the old Syracuse building, we used to get those birds in it, and a bird came and landed right in the middle of the ring as I was doing my up and back. And that dog stopped and pointed, and I was like, there it is. So dogs originally, these breeds were bred to do stuff, except for Lola.
Yes. And understanding their purpose is important as well, because, I found as a handler how I motivate a Doberman and how I work a Doberman is even different than how I work a boxer. Boxers don't like to get oftentimes too serious. They're a little more playful in nature, and just needing to understand the temperaments differently. A pointer is more instinctive.
Yes.
And a Doberman is extremely trainable. They're
that's for sure.
So again, it's just important to understand the temperament of your dog. So this another opportunity to be studying some of those things.